Welcome to Cardboard Wizards. On the last video, I taught you what is Magic the Gathering, and didn't get into any rules or mechanics of the game yet. In this second episode, I'll explain the heart and soul of the game. There are only two types of cards: lands and spells. How do you play the spells? If you think about MMOs and RPGs, if you are a mage, you need one thing to cast spells: mana. In Magic, you can get the mana you need from many sources, but the most basic one is lands. There are 6 types of basic lands, and there are also non-basic lands. In this beginner's tutorial, I'll take in consideration only the most common basic lands. There are subtypes too. And the basic lands are island, swamp, plains, mountain, forest, and wastes. From each of these, we extract the blue, black, white, red and green manas. Note 1, lands are not mana. Lands generate mana. Also, even though lands generate colored mana, all lands are colorless. Only spells can have color, being just single-colored, multicolored or having no color at all. Note 2, a player can only play one land per turn, unless a card says otherwise. Note 3, lands can only be played from your hand, unless a card makes an exception. There are 8 types of spells in Magic. 1. Creatures. 2. Sorceries. 3. Instant spells. 4. Enchantments. 5. Artifacts. 6. Planeswalkers. 7. Battles. 8. Tribal spells. How do you use mana to cast spells? To generate mana with a land, you just need to turn it sideways, tap, to illustrate that you're using it. Each card has a cost that is located on its right upper corner. On some card frames, the card's cost might be located somewhere else, but the concept is the same. To calculate a card's cost, you just need to count the mana symbols on the upper corner, and add to the number on the left. If there is 1, this number represents colorless mana, and can be paid with any mana color. Centaur Courser has the converted mana cost, CMC, of 3. 1 green mana, and 2 colorless manas. To cast it, you would need to have 3 lands in play, and one of them had to generate green, a forest for example. Rumor Gatherer has the converted mana cost of 3. 2 white manas and 1 colorless mana. To cast it, you would also need to have 3 lands in play, and 2 of them had to generate white mana, a plains for example. Bruenor Battlehammer has the CMC of 4. 1 red mana, 1 white mana, and 2 colorless mana. To cast him, you would need 4 lands in play. One had to generate red mana, and the other had to give you white mana, and 2 more lands to pay the colorless cost. Note 4, lands are not the only way to generate mana, but they are the most basic one. Thanks for watching. See you again on the next video.